Well, hello there, everybody. How you doing? This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. That's what you're doing. We're
Wow.
awfully glad you're here. And whoop, we're bigger now, guys, aren't we?
Woo.
Much.
Today's program is being sponsored by Little Debbie's Miniature Donuts, Mini Donuts.
Mini powdered donuts.
Yes.
That makes a big deal. The flour, yeah.
Debbie is my old girlfriend. She's wealthy, and she dumped me 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, but she was only 14 at the time.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, this is a Comedy Thief saying hello, and we tell tons of funny jokes. This is a joke-a-thon, so Dr. Fatpacker, say hello to our wonderful audience.
Guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you with us today. Jawohl.
And below me is Homeless Charlie. Charlie, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Are you still homeless?
Well, temporarily, a friend has let me use their apartment, but I have nothing permanent.
Last winter, you used a women's blonde wig to keep your ears warm. You decided to let that go?
Well, no, I still keep it, but this cap I'm wearing is a little bit warmer on the ears.
Did you get that for Christmas?
No, I didn't. I found it in a dumpster.
Okay, let's go. Let's start right away. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us some funny jokes.
Oh, jawohl. Hey, boy, but all the prices going up. If you think gas and electric bills are expensive, have you seen chimneys? Huh, that's through the roof.
Oh, I'm going through the roof. Get it?
One of my patients came in the other day and I said, hey, don't worry about your heart. It will function as long as you live.
Well, that makes wonderful sense.
Yeah.
Quack, quack. Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but cowboys in the Old West used to hang lanterns on their saddles at night to help them find their way home. This was an early form of satellite navigation.
Get it, folks?
Oh boy, I'll mark that one off.
You guys know the term gender identity, right?
Yeah.
Gender identity. Well, I didn't realize this, but early on, I was way ahead of my time because I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
One of each. That's what I know. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Well, speaking of gender identity, what pronouns do you think chocolate uses?
Chocolate?
Chocolate, yeah.
I don't know.
Hershey.
Hershey. Oh my gosh, that was not good. Anyway, Homeless Charlie. His next one will be better, folks. Homeless Charlie.
Well, here's a question for you. Why did the chicken go to the gym? Why?
Why?
To work on his pecs.
Work on his pecs? Oh, I like that one. Definition of a vegetarian.
Yeah.
You know the source? You probably do. It's an old Native American term meaning lousy hunter. Dr. Fatpacker, go for it.
Oh my God, vegetarians. These vegans, I don't understand it, why they like fake meat. I mean, I don't understand it. Why would they want to eat something that mimics an item that they don't want to eat?
It makes no sense at all.
No.
Oh my Lord. Homeless Charlie, go for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I do not understand why people have to get ready for bed. I'm always ready for bed.
Yeah.
Ask his girlfriend, folks, but that's a whole different story, Charlie. A guy goes to a psychiatrist and says, Doc, he says, I'm very concerned. I'm having these wild dreams at night. One night I dream I'm a wigwam, and the other I dream I'm a teepee. What's wrong with me? And the psychiatrist says, son, you're too tense. That's what he said.
So this older Jewish man was on the operating table awaiting surgery, and he insisted that his son, a renowned surgeon, perform the operation. As he was about to receive the anesthesia, he asked to speak to his son. And his son goes, "Yes, Dad, what is it?" Says, "Don't be nervous, son. Do your best, and just remember, if it doesn't go well, if something happens to me, your mother is going to come and live with you and your wife."
Oh, that's got the most perfect operation that was ever operated
Oh, yeah,
in any
yeah.
hospital ever. Homeless Charlie.
Well, yesterday, surprisingly, I read a book about sandpaper.
Yeah,
It was a work of friction.
it was a work of
Friction.
friction. Oh, I was so ugly as a baby.
How
How
ugly were you?
ugly were you?
I was so ugly that my mother fed me with a slingshot. You're talking
Oh,
ugly.
open mind.
Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, a few days before this man's proctological exam, a one-eyed man accidentally swallowed his glass eye. He was worried for a while, but there were no ill effects, and he forgot about it, Once he was in the doctor's office, a man followed instructions, undressed, and bent over. The first thing the proctologist saw was that eye staring back at him. When he says to him, he goes, "You really have to learn to trust me."
Wow, that's a great one. I love that one. I'm going to use that one myself. I'm going to steal it from you.
In a couple of
Almost
weeks,
Charlie.
nobody will remember.
Almost Charlie, go for it.
Well, when I was in junior high, my teacher looked at me and said, "Use the word harassment in a sentence."
Ah,
And I said, "Well, I was dating a girl and her ass meant a lot to me." Teacher said, "Get out."
oh,
And the kid next to you said, "I like the way you think."
this eagle was flying in the
Oh.
sky very high, and he looked down and he saw dinner. Swooped down, 60 miles an hour, and snapped up this little field mouse off the prairie and swallowed him whole. Well, then he went way back up, 300 feet in the sky. Well, the field mouse is in this eagle's stomach, but he's still alive. He goes, "I got to get out of here." So he just keeps feeling and looking around for any sign of daylight. And he finally sees some daylight, and he sticks his head right out through the eagle's ass. Okay. looks down and sees how high up they are. And he goes, "Oh my God." He says, Mr. Eagle. Yes. He says, "How high are we?" And the eagle says, "Well, we're about 300 feet, I guess." And that mouse kid
Mouse?
guy said, "Hey, you wouldn't shoot me, would you?" Dr. Fatpacker.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of those proctology type things,
Yep.
a man was admitted to the hospital today with 23 plastic toy horses inserted in his rectum.
Wow.
Doctors have described his condition as stable.
Stable. I like that one. Almost Charlie.
Well, the other day, I asked my girlfriend why she was trying to reach the ceiling with her legs. She said, "Well, you don't understand these things." She said, "It's yoga, and this is a position called the candle. And the fact that you just farted have anything to do with it?" And she said, "No, it's a scented candle. Now go away."
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
My girlfriend Bambi,
yeah.
she is so sexy. Yesterday, Sunday morning, I asked her if she'd make me French toast.
Yeah.
Well, I had to take her to the doctor about 2 hours later because she got her tongue caught in the toaster. That's
Oh.
okay.
We're not
Dr.
getting-
Fatpacker, guess what?
I can hardly guess. Pray tell.
This is the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, I vacationed at the Riviera the other day, last summer, and I met an old lawyer friend, and I asked him what he was doing there. And the lawyer said to me, "Remember that lousy real estate deal I bought? Well, it caught fire, so here I am with the fire insurance proceeds." And he said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, remember, remember that lousy real estate I had in Mississippi? Well, the river overflowed, and here I am with the flood insurance proceeds." Well, the lawyer looked at me a little puzzled, and he says, "Gee, how did you start the flood?"
How did you start the thought? Anyway, guys, we're done with all the jokes. Hope you enjoyed them. But we have, between the three of us only, we have a point of conversation, Dr. Fatpacker. What is that point of conversation?
Well, imagine this. Your friend invites you over and tells you that he invented a time machine. And he says that you could go anywhere in time. So I want to know, where would you go and what would you do? How's that, homeless Charlie? Where would you go? What would you do?
Well, I think that's pretty easy for me. I think I'd go back to yesterday so I could watch the Bills football game.
Oh, you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you
Absolutely.
rascal, you.
Absolutely.
Well,
I know that probably because there isn't any VCRs in the alley.
okay, so there's well, he's probably, who knows, he might have 10 or 11 of them.
Oh, where would you go, comedy thief?
Well, I confused myself, but I think I came out okay. I would go back to when I was 25 years old in time, and I would arrive at a brothel where I could get a gallon of broth to take home to watch television with. I'm not too smart, but I know my brothels.
You know your brothels.
And what would you do there if you had?
Oh my goodness! Well, I gave this some serious thought, and I think I would go back to my first love. And then she said to me the one time, "I think we should get married." I should say yes this time.
Oh, did she turn out to be wealthy?
No, but she was beautiful.
Oh, well, there you go. And beauty on the outside trumps the inside. Oh, now all these women are upset with me. Anyway.
Yeah, because you said Trump.
Thank you very much for watching our video. We love to have you. We'll see you. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. One final thing. We invite a very famous celebrity to be on our very next video. And Dr. Fatpacker, who should we invite?
Well, I've always liked her singing. And I don't like country music much, but I really liked her. How about Loretta Lynn?
What a great choice, Loretta Lynn. You're going to be on our very next video. You can speak and sing and do anything you want. And but Loretta, you have to check in with funnyoldguys@gmail.com in 24 hours or less. And Loretta, if you don't, you're going to go in the trash bin. So this is a comedy thief saying goodbye and farewell. Pass it along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye and farewell.
Well, Chusney, don't forget, please, to go down to the bottom and subscribe. That would be very nice of you. Oh, and if you have some friends that you'd like to tell about how much fun you're having listening to us, but you didn't remember where to find us, send us an email at funnyoldguys@gmail.com, and we will send you one of these handy-dandy little business cards that has our Facebook address on there. When you can just pass them out and say, "Here, watch these guys. They're funny."
And there you go. And Homeless Charlie say goodbye and farewell to our grand group of girls and guys.
Goodbye and farewell to our grand group of girls and guys.
No, did I say girls and guys? Yeah. Okay, everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. We're out of there. We'll see you down the road.